Hello and welcome to episode 22 of the Craving Crypto podcast. In today's episode, we are going to be talking about how Bitcoin shorts are climbing. So let's get right into this. Okay, so starting with the market overview, Bitcoin is at $111,965,000,000 in total market cap. The price is $6,500. 24-hour volume is at $3.8 billion. The 24-hour price change is up 1.2%. Ethereum is at $28 billion in total market cap. The price is $281. The 24-hour volume is 1.3 billion, and the 24-hour price change is down 0.36%. Ripple is at $13 billion in total market cap. The price is 33 cents. The total 24-hour volume is $293 million, and the 24-hour price change is down 0.3%. Bitcoin Cash is at $9.2 billion in total market cap. The price is $535. 24-hour volume is 3.4 million or 347 million. And the 24-hour price change is up 0.13%. EOS is at $4.4 billion in total market cap. The price is $4.91. And the 24-hour volume is at 468 million, and the 24-hour price change is down 1.65%. So clicking on the total market cap, we have bounced from the $200 billion levels that I was mentioning that would be support, that I kept bringing up over and over again in my previous analysis. So we're just watching for this $193 billion level was the exact low. We want that to hold. If this does stick and hold right here, that will be a really good sign. If we can start to get up above the $222 billion levels, that would even be a better sign. That would show a lot of bullish conviction, and it would likely take us to the $300 billion levels quickly again. So we're just kind of watching these support levels. I do think that this will stick at the $193 billion level. But if it doesn't hold, again, we could test the $180 billion levels, drop off another 10 or 20 billion in total market cap. But currently, I don't suspect that's going to happen, and I'll show you why, because it actually has to do with the topic of today's video, which is Bitcoin short positions. But overall, things are looking pretty good. Bitcoin is starting to climb up a little bit as we speak. So we're just waiting to see if we can break out of those resistance levels in the total market cap and sustain a consistent uptrend. So when you do click on the Bitcoin dominance and graph some of the percentages that we're getting, you'll see that Bitcoin has been on a rally as far as its dominance in the market goes. I don't suspect this to last forever. I do think that this is a short-term thing that's happening, that Bitcoin's holding all of this market dominance. I do think that it could go into the 55% range again, but I don't suspect it to continue to increase in dominance. And I do suspect the altcoin percentage to start to pick back up, especially if we can get a bottom to stick in the total market cap. Then I suspect Bitcoin dominance to start to continue on its downtrend again. It isn't a big downtrend overall, and it has been since the 2013 and the 2014 times. So it's just kind of how it is. We continue to get new altcoins all the time, and so therefore the dominance that Bitcoin has in the market is on an overall downtrend. So I do suspect that this downtrend continues. This just kind of looks like a similar thing that happened right here when we hit 38%, then we kind of bounced up and came back down, and then we went all the way up right here, up into the 60% level right here. It looks very similar to what happened right there. So it actually does this a lot, where it pumps up and then dumps a little bit and then pumps up and then really goes even lower. It did it like right here too, and then right up here in the past. So it's actually something that we're used to seeing in the Bitcoin percentage and the Bitcoin dominance. I think that by the end of this year, we might be closer to the 40% levels in dominance with Bitcoin. So that's just something that you want to watch and something you want to be aware of when you're taking your positions and things and allocating the percentages of your portfolio. I always tell people to hold 30 to 40% Bitcoin and keep at least 30% dollar tether. It's just healthy risk management tactics. But today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin shorts climbing because they have been piling up very quickly. They're increasing, so I want to talk about what this could mean for the market cap and for Bitcoin, and kind of what we could see in the price change over the next little while as a reaction of this. So on TradingView, you can type in BTC USD shorts and it will show the Bitfinex shorts. So this is the amount of short positions that are currently on Bitcoin, the Bitcoin US dollar pair. You can also look at the amount of long positions by typing in BTC long and get the same chart except the other way. So we'll look at that in just a second. Now the reason that this is so significant is because we have been having a steady increase in the amount of short positions. Now a lot of people started to talk about this around here and pretty early on actually. I waited until we started to get closer to the resistance levels because I knew that this was a significant resistance point for the amount of short positions. So when you get a huge climb in short positions like this, generally you get what's called a short squeeze. So that means that, you know, the majority loses in markets. Only 10% of the people that are trading and investing actually profit. The other 90% ends up losing. So since the majority of people are short on this market right now, that they have to be squeezed out. So a short squeeze, it will eliminate all of the people short because the majority is short right now. So if we just compare and see if that's actually true, we can add Bitcoin to the chart right here and actually compare them on top of each other. And you'll see Bitcoin in the background here. So let me just switch it to a line so it's a little bit easier to see. And then we'll just make it so the high, and then we'll just switch this to something like red is easy to see. So this is Bitcoin. And as you can see right here, when Bitcoin was at a bottom, shorts were at a peak, and then they got shook out and the price pumped. Right here, when Bitcoin was at a bottom at 64, shorts were also going parabolic, and then they got shook out and the price pumped. Right here, when Bitcoin was at a bottom again, shorts went parabolic, and then they got shook out and the price pumped. Now shorts are going parabolic again. The price is at another low. And the other point of this is that we have some resistance in the shorts as well. So this has been proven to be a resistance level in the past, and it's showing as a potential resistance currently for the Bitcoin short positions. So if we have another short squeeze happen, then that would mean that the price of Bitcoin increases and the amount of shorts that we have in the market will drop. Now, I do think that this is pretty probable of happening. It really depends. If Bitcoin goes in for another low, if we have a support failure and test one more low inside of our consolidation range that we've been making, because we've been in this range, like right here, just consolidating up and down. So if we fell as support right here and then we go and we test the bottom of this range again and bounce like that, it wouldn't surprise me if the shorts break out like this and go up like that, and then they dump, and then we have a short squeeze and they break to a little bit of a new high. So that would be, you know, again, if this support level right here fails and then we test these lower areas inside of the range that we've been in since February of the beginning of this year. So if we have that kind of failure of support, then I do think that the shorts will go parabolic like that. But what I think is more likely is that we just have a rejection at this resistance point in the amount of short positions. This has just been straight climbing, and you know, nothing can just go straight up like that forever. And I really don't think that we'll see a sustainable growth in the amount of short positions. And it's just going back to what I was saying earlier, is that the majority loses. So if you keep that in mind, and the fact that the majority of people are trying to short right now, and that Bitcoin's in a huge sell-off, so it's sold off a lot since the beginning of the year, so everybody thinks it's going down, just like how everybody thought it was going up right here at 20,000. It's cool to think it's going down now, right here at 59. So it used to be cool to be bullish at 20, and now it's cool to be bearish at 59. And so kind of applying that psychology to what's happening, and the shorts just going parabolic like this, I don't think that they'll be able to sustain this. I think that we'll get a bounce off this support level in Bitcoin, and we'll start to head back up to the top of this range and these resistance levels in the 7-8 areas, and we'll get a short squeeze because of that, and all of these people that are shorting on Bitfinex will get shook out. Now, again, we could have a support failure on Bitcoin and then maybe these shorts break out. But even then, we're just going to test support again. We'll find new support within this range because this consolidation range is likely to hold. We've been in it since February. It's a strong range. And then we'll just shake out all the people going short still once support is found right here at, like, you know, this general area. I don't want to give exact targets for everything just because of my premium content, but just understand that if we do have that support failure, either way, these shorts are going to get shaken out. We have to have that shakeout happen in a range. It's not just going to go straight down. So, so yeah, personally, I think this is really bullish for the price of Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been fractaling all of these wedges. It's in this big wedge right here. It's had this big wedge in the past, this wedge right here, this wedge right here. It did another little wedge right here. The volume is rounding out right now, like that. You have a rounding in volume. The price is actually rounding as well. It's not perfect rounded, but it's rounded structure. So that's a good sign because markets are just an oscillation, right? So they're just sine waves. So if it's starting to round like that, then it shows that we could start to curl back up on the bullish momentum and start to make some buying sign structure in that market cycle. So I do think these shorts are something to be paying attention to, something to be watching. So, you know, just watch this 40,000 short level, see if it gets rejected. If you want to look at this on your own, you can go ahead and type in the BTC shorts and open up TradingView to look at that as well. So, all right, awesome. Now I did get a question from, let's see, Michelle, I believe, Michelle F7. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but either way, I appreciate the question in the comment. They say, what technical signs do you look for to indicate a trend swap on shorter time frames like the 1 hour and the 4 hour? Okay, so what technical kind of aspects or things do I look for when I'm looking for trend reversals on the 4 hour and the 1 hour? My favorite would be bullish and bearish divergence on the MACD. So specifically, this has worked very well for me in the correction when I'm trying to determine whether something's going to go up or down. Specifically with the MACD, I'll open up on the 4 hour or on the 1 hour, and I'll look for bullish or bearish divergence. So right here is an example of bearish divergence that happened on the MACD. When the price hit 7,500 and 8,400, we had resistance met at 75, then we made a new high to 85. And on the MACD, we made resistance at 268, and we made a new low at 254. So divergence means that the price is going, bearish divergence means that the price makes a new high. Well, your momentum indicator, it can either be a MACD or the RSI, makes a new low. So, you know, price is making a resistance and it goes for a new high. The momentum indicator hits resistance and it goes for a new low. That's bearish divergence. Bullish divergence is when prices make a new low and the momentum indicator makes a new high. So, you know, this would have been a sell signal right here at the $8,200 levels with bearish divergence on the 4 hour. This works best for me in the 4 hour, but you can use it on the 1 hour if you see bullish or bearish divergence there too. So right here, when the prices were at 6,300 and right here at 5,800, so the price made a low and then it made a new low. And then if we go down here on the MACD and we look and see what happened on the MACD, we see prices made a low. And then what they do, they did not make a new low, they made a new high. So this would be indicated as bullish divergence. This would have been a strong buy signal when we hit the price range of 5,800 per coin. So that's bullish and bearish divergence on the MACD. You can use it with the RSI as well. You just look to see if the line on the RSI made a higher high or a higher low or a lower higher or a higher low. And and then correlate the two between the prices and see whether there's divergence in the two. So as you can see, that would have given you a basically perfect buy signal right here and a perfect sell signal right here. So, you know, maybe this makes some bullish divergence again right here. Maybe price goes in for a new low and then we make a higher low on the MACD right here. But, you know, that's a strong signal for buy signals and sell signals in the shorter time frame. So I hope that answers your question for you. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you like what I'm doing, you can go ahead and donate. I've got a Bitcoin address right here. The document is always in the description. Also, if you want to do technical analysis on altcoins, you can sign up for Coinergy right here. Here's my referral link. And if you want to do leverage trading on Bitcoin, we have the BitMEX sign up right here, my referral for that as well. Go ahead and check out my VIP product too, highaltitudecrypto.io/shop, links right here. And these are the updated technical analysis on Bitcoin if you're curious as to what we think it's going to do. But, you know, we did discuss that a little bit today, so hope you guys are good and updated. Thank you so much for tuning in today's episode. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, go ahead and let me know in the box below, or email me at highaltitudeinvesting@gmail.com. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next episode. As always, stay profitable out there.